So I bought a batch of trucker caps, and I had a couple cool ones that unfortunately the foam has rotted. So it's deteriorated. It's kind of gone sticky. As you can see in here, you can see it's rotted quite a bit. And usually if it's a cap that isn't really of consequence, or nothing significant, I'll just toss it or remove the patch or something like that. So, but these ones were a little bit more cool. This one was, or is, Imperial Helldriver's Wildest Show on Wheels, which was really cool. Couldn't find any other examples. Probably 80s, I suspect, or maybe late 70s. I've cleaned this one out, as you can see here. Got it all clean. Got it all the foam bits out and gone. So how do I do that? Well, it's kind of a messy little process, but I'll show you how I've done it. It's fairly easy, but like I said, messy. Can pretty much just undo the strap and turn it inside out, like so. And some of it's obviously just going to fall right out. Sometimes you get these so that they're rotten, but they still stay in place. You can see this stuff is pretty nasty. I wouldn't breathe deeply when you're cleaning these, because you will inhale some of these foam particles and end up hacking quite a bit. But anyway, so you can basically just take your fingers and brush the stuff off, the remaining foam off. And that's the main process. There's still going to be a residue. As you can see, it still balls up on the fabric. And you're going to have a little more issues with some of these embroidered ones. They do get kind of caught up in the embroidery and such, because the foam is kind of underneath the embroidery. But what you can do as well is use a brush. Now the particles are going to get all stuck in the brush, so use a brush just specifically for this, or something you can toss. Something clean though, it's got to be clean. Maybe a dollar store or toothbrush or something like that. But the bristles kind of get in the crevices a bit better than fingers. So you can use the brush as well. And a vacuum probably would assist you as well. If you've got one of those little hand vacs with a tube or something on it, you can vacuum it out. But it's a little more of a hassle getting in here. Actually, the foam isn't deteriorated that much here, but you're still got to take that foam out. So just peel it back like so. And there you go. You got to get in behind all the little crevices too, because you don't want it eventually flaking out and causing havoc or getting on somebody's head. And the other issue with taking the foam out, which with this rotted foam you don't really have much choice, is that it doesn't hold up as well. There's no structure in the back of it, so they don't fit quite as nicely, but they still can display all right when they're like that. So if it's a collectible cap, that's the way you can rescue it. Again, we've got more of this. So let's try the brush. Get the brush in here. And still works best with the fingers in some cases. Just kind of balling it up, rubbing the foam till it balls up and comes out. Even use your fingernail if you've got to. That sometimes helps. But yeah, so that's how you take it all out. Just keep doing that until the foam is all out. May take a little while, but you can clean them right out. Like I said, a vacuum will help you a little bit if you've got one of those little vacs, or even a full-size vacuum, I suppose it worked as well. Sometimes the brush helps when it's caught up in the threads and such, and just keep working at it until it's not sticky anymore, basically. So yeah, anyway, that one's not done, but that gives you an idea. Got a bit of a mess, of course, so put down some newspaper or blanket or something, and yeah, that's how I clean them out. So check out our other picker tips, and as well as all our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, scrapping, etc. Take care, folks.